The following program may contain strong language and mature content. Viewer discretion is advised.
Good morning, and peace and blessings to you. It's a great day. It's a blessed day. And if you don't know anything else on this day, know that you deserve to be blessed. We want to welcome you to Pyro in the morning.
Ooh, good morning, baby. It's a good morning. Look, ladies and gentlemen, hold on. Ooh. Oh, that hits you right in the spot. Good morning. It is Thursday, right? We are that much closer to the weekend, and I'm just wondering, what you got going on? What you got going on for the weekend? Look, ladies and gentlemen, I am up. I'm moving a little slow this morning because I'm feeling some kind of way, right? Now, that's not going to stop me from delivering my message this morning like I normally do, but I'm a little sluggish this morning. But I hope everything is well. I hope you all are up and at it and getting ready. And even if you're not, if you're laying in the bed and you're resting and doing whatever it is that you're doing, I am so appreciative that you decided to come, right? To tighten in the morning, yes, and get a little bit. I'm always having these conversations, right? And sometimes I think that I can be a little worrisome, or I can be a little, pushy, right? Now, let me explain, because today when we talk about what's in the cup and that we're going to take a sip of, my thing this morning is I'm not pushy. I'm not being a little worrisome. I've learned that you have to be real with yourself, right? That you got to be real with yourself. Sugarcoating it, pretending like it's not happening, pretending like it's not doing, that right there will get you in a bad position, right? And so I was having a conversation with someone and they said, well, sometimes you can be a little intimidated, right? Because you're pushing and you're pulling and I said, and after they finished, everything that they had to say, I said, well, I'm not pushing and pulling. You came to me and asked me for the truth. But here, right, like in this moment, we cannot be truthful with one another. I can't tell you that hurt me. I can't tell you that I'm aching. I can't tell you that I'm ailing from something without it being something that's an attack on you or attack on, you know what I mean? Like it's It's one of those things to where you want to help, but you don't want to help because you're looking at it like, look, if I say something, then I say the wrong thing, then we have an issue, then we have a problem. If I say the right thing, then we have an issue, we have a problem. If I say it in the wrong tone, or you perceive it in the wrong tone, we got an issue, we got a problem. So this morning, ladies and gentlemen, as y'all are getting the kiddos ready, as y'all are doing what y'all need to do, right? I want what's in my cup. Let's talk about what's in the cup real quick. Let's do that. Let's do that. What's in the cup? Yes, indeed. What is in the cup? What's in my cup this morning, and what I want to be in your cup this morning, is accountability. It's accountability. You are responsible. Ladies and gentlemen, we can say all day long that people are after us, people are doing to us, people are haters and all of that. But in my cup this morning, I want you to have some accountability. Some accountability. What's in your cup? Accountability. Stand up and be accounted for. You cannot keep blaming this, that, Tom, that, whoever for what's going on in your life. Now, you may say this morning, Titan, you're coming a little strong towards me. You're trying to make me feel some kind of way. And I'm not really trying to make you feel some kind of way. I'm saying that we have to have accountability. What's in your cup this morning? And this morning, in your cup should be accountability. You are responsible for you. You are the one that will make it happen. You are the one that will end it. You are the one that will cause it to grow and soar, or cause it to crash and fail. And this is not a coming at you, right? This is not a, oh, I'm telling you that you are wrong and you're this and you're that. No, what I'm saying to you is you're responsible. And ladies and gentlemen, when did it change that we are not responsible for who we are anymore? We're not responsible for the ups and the downs and the rerounds. We're not responsible for that. And when did it change? Somewhere along the line, it changed to where I don't take accountability. I blame you. I don't take responsibility. I blame you and you and you and you and you. Y'all all get the responsibility except for me. So with this conversation with this individual, I said, so who's responsible? Well, I don't know who's responsible, but it's not me. No. Bruh, sis, friend, family, village, gang, tribe. It's you. It's you. You are responsible. Are you going to make the change? Or are you just going to sit there and waddle in that crap all day long, every day, 24/7, 365? Is that what you're going to do? So this morning, while you are looking at what's in your cup, think about it. It's responsibility, right? It's accountability that's in your cup. Be accounted for. Understand that everything that happens to you is not going to be something that's your fault, right? And I get that. But you got to take responsibility of where it lands in your lap, where it comes in your house, how it breaks up what you're doing. That's your responsibility. And if you stand by and idly by and let it just do what it's going to do, it's going to do that. What's in your cup this morning? Responsibility, accountability. That's what's in your cup this morning. I told them, I said, I have an issue with you not wanting to take responsibility. And I know, y'all, this may be a little deep. This may be a little strong this morning. Hold on. Maybe a little deep, maybe a little strong. But I want to say this because I think people should hear. I'm not badgering you. I'm not coming at you sideways. I'm not trying to make you feel some kind of way. But there is someone that is responsible for you, and that's you. You can't blame it on him, her, them, they, mama, daddy, sister, aunt, uncle. You can't blame it, brother. You can't blame it on them. There comes a time where you're going to have to stand up and be accounted for and take responsibility for who you are and what you are and what's going on in your life. And this individual told me, well, I'm not going to talk to you anymore because all you want to do is blame the victim. And y'all, I don't understand. I keep hearing that all the time. How am I blaming the victim when I am telling you to stand up? When I am telling you that you cannot keep laying down and letting them walk over you and treat you any old kind of way, that's me saying, lift you up, and I'm here to help you, and I'm here to, to do whatever for you. Like, how is that blaming the victim? When stuff happens, and I can't speak for nobody else, so I'm gonna speak for Titan. When stuff happens in Titan's life, Titan has a responsibility, right, of how he reacts or how he acknowledges things. Titan has that responsibility. Now, Titan can sit up here and ignore it and think, that it's going to go away and it'll never haunt him again or never come at him again. Or Titan has the responsibility, right, or accountability to take care of it, to use it to do what they are supposed to do in that moment. And Titan chooses to exercise that demon, to do what he needs to do, to make sure that everything is good. That's what Titan decides to do. But you cannot sit here and blame Titan for what's going on in your life and what's happening. You just can't. You just can't. My life is not yours and yours is not mine. I'm not telling you how to run your life. I'm just saying that one day you're going to have to stand up and take some accountability and responsibility for what's going on in your world, what's going on in your life, what's happening. You're going to have to take some responsibility. And that's true. This is not something that I said and I felt that you needed to know. This is something that you need to know, and you should have. What's in your cup? Responsibility and accountability. Now let's go ahead on and take a sip. Let's go ahead on and take a sip of what's in the cup. The morning sip, baby, the morning sip. Now, the morning sip. Now I want you to take a sip of that responsibility. I want you to take a sip of what's in that cup. Don't be shy. Don't be ashamed. Don't feel like you didn't let yourself down or you didn't let the world down. Take a sip of responsibility and accountability out of that cup. And how do I do that, Titan? You take one step toward making sure that you're good. You take one step toward protecting your peace. You take one step towards understanding that life is life and things are going to happen. But you do not sit down. You do not lay down. You do not play coy. You stand up and be accounted for. You stand up and take responsibility. Yes, that happened to you on yesterday, but what's your responsibility today? Yes, that happened to you last week, but how do you be accountable so that it doesn't happen again? Or if it does happen, it doesn't happen in that manner. How, Sway? How? So how do you be accountable? Love yourself. Show yourself some grace. Understand that things will happen. Things will come your way. Things will make you second guess why you're here and what you're doing. But this is what I want you to do. Pray and meditate on your spirit. Protect your peace so that you have an understanding of why you're where you're at. And then look, sometimes we don't know how we got there, like right off the bat. We got to think about it. We got to investigate, you know what I'm saying? We got to break it down. But be okay with where you're at, because the reality of it is that you're there for a reason. I used to say this all the time: a reason, a season, and a lifetime. Sometimes you're in this position that you're in this environment that you're in this relationship that you're in, because it is a reason for that. You have a reason for experiencing what you're experiencing right now. Now, sometimes it can be a season. Sometimes you got to go through this season because God is trying to show you where you need. You know the song off of Color Purple? God is trying to tell you something, trying to show you what your purpose is and what your life is and all of these things. And you're just ignoring it. So you're going to sit in that season for a minute. It could be your season to flourish. It could be your season of understanding. It could be your season of grace. It could be your season of love and life. It could be your season of thriving. and a lifetime. Sometimes your lifetime was that reason and that season, and it became your lifetime. Sometimes you have to understand that this reason was a season and it became a lifetime. But I want to say something to you this morning while you're getting the kiddos ready, while you're getting out to your car, while you're going to go stop and get your favorite cup of coffee, while you're figuring out, while you're taking this sip in this cup. I want you to think about it. Sometimes you make a lifetime. Sometimes you make a lifetime out of something when it should have been a season, when it should have been a reason. Sometimes you take on this lifetime because you think that that's what it's supposed to be. You let all feelings and grace and space and prayer and everything out the window, but you figure this is what it's supposed to be. So I'm going to make it a lifetime. When all along the universe and God and the angels and everybody is telling you, leave it alone. Give it up, turn it loose. But no, you don't want to do that. You want to make it a lifetime because you feel that that's what it is. What's in your cup this morning? Accountability and responsibility. That accountability and that responsibility will let you know whether it's a reason, a season, or a lifetime. When you take a sip out of that cup this morning and every other morning going forward, whatever cup you're going to sip out of, whatever bottle, whatever mug, whatever water bottle, whatever it is that you do, when you take that sip, you let that be a sip of accountability and responsibility. I am responsible. Nobody else is going to make sure that Titan is good until Titan says, I am responsible. Let me handle my business. Let me do what I'm supposed to do. Let me make sure. How, Sway, do I do that when I won't take accountability and responsibility? And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna take a good sip real quick because this right here gonna be a little strong little piece of mess. All right, one on. Stop letting people make you the victim when you are not the victim. You standing up for yourself and you being there for yourself is not a victim pose. It's not a victim piece. It's not a victim. You being responsible for you being taking accountability for what you have done, and you being a grown woman, a man, you being grown, period. And say, this is what it is. I'm not going to do that because that hurt last time. I'm not going to let you talk to me any old kind of way because my feelings were hurt. I don't think I should be talked to like that. I'm not going to let you use me any old kind of way because that's not what it is. This is mine. This is my life. And what am I going to do with it? Throw it in the trash so it can be somebody else's life? No, I'm going to live my life. Stand up for who you are. If somebody is stepping on your toes, if somebody is making you feel uncomfortable, I think you owe it to yourself to understand where you're at and to let it be known that you're not going to take this anymore, that you're not going to do this. Y'all feel me? Because what happens is that we allow people, we allow things, we allow change to come in, but we're not responsible for what those people and places and those changes do to our lives. We let responsibility go over to somebody else. Oh, they'll handle it. We got to make sure that we are giving information, knowledge, and understanding to the next person. I can't allow you to come into my life and run amok and do all the things that you do, and I'm not responsible for my life. I'm responsible. Now I'm a little wiser. I'm a little older. I have more understanding. I got that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because I can see you coming a mile away. And when you get here, I'm not going to play coy like, oh, you're the only thing that I can have. You're the diamond. You're this and that. And I'm not going to tell you what my expectations are. I'm not going to tell you what is going on. And I'm not going to tell you that this is not going to work for Titan. It's not. No matter how good it may look, no matter how good it may feel, no matter how You just want to snuggle up with it on a cold winter night. Been there, done that, wrote that ride, and bought that t-shirt. Yes, indeed. Remember that you're accountable, that you're responsible for you. And this is to the person that I had the conversation with. I don't ever want to take anything away from you. I don't ever want to take anything away from what you're doing in your life, because your life is precious. You belong here, right? But you have to understand that nobody, not even mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, family, nobody's going to be able to take care of you the way that you're going to be able to take care of you. But you got to make up in your mind that you are responsible and that you're accountable for what goes on in and around your life. And if you are sitting here waiting for a savior, and yes, I said a savior, then you're doing yourself an injustice. Prayer without work is dead. Faith without work is dead. Anything that you do in this life, anything that you have got to be able to do it yourself. Now, I'm going to go so far as to tell you, right? Your spirit, what is your spirit for? Your spirit is everything that you need. Mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. Pray on it, but understand that your spirit is not there for everybody else. Your spirit is for you. Take care of yourself first, and then take care of everybody else, right? Hey, moms. Good morning. Thank you. Make sure that you take accountability and responsibility for yourself. And then I want to say this before we get out of here this morning. I want to say this. It doesn't matter if you have crashed and burned 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, right? You are still accountable. You're still responsible. That doesn't mean that you can't make good on what it is that happened. All you got to do now is stand up and take a step. Yes, you may have failed this time. Yes, you may have failed that time. Yes, it may not feel good. Yes, you may not want to go back down that road. But accountability and responsibility is for you. You take responsibility for what it is. And look, here's the thing. If you are down in the dirt and you ain't no further than you was 2 years ago, then you be accountable for that. You be responsible for that. But that doesn't mean you got to stay there. Just acknowledge that's what it is. I'm where I'm at. So let me go ahead and take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 steps. Sometimes you'll have a setback, but we all know that your setback most of the time is for your setup. You know what I'm saying? So you might get set back, but your setup is coming. So you got to keep moving, keep going, keep rolling, keep pushing. I wanted to say that part because for the person I talked to yesterday, I want you to understand that yes, you may have failed. Yes, you may have tripped and fall. You may have been one of those people in a bad horror picture that tripping over a non-existent twig that's in the road or in the street, and you falling and the horror picture, the monster is catching you. You get me? But that doesn't mean you don't need to get up and dust yourself off and try again. In the words of Aaliyah, dust yourself off and try again. So you fail in that bad horror picture. But he ain't got you yet. He ain't got you yet. Get up, dust yourself off, and run. Matter of fact, get up and run and then dust yourself off, if that's what it's going to take, because you're responsible. You're accountable for what you do and if you live through this horror picture. And y'all already know how it goes, right? Something scaring you, you take off running, and all of a sudden, so no horror picture would be a horror picture without somebody falling. You with me? But there's always somebody that makes it through the horror picture. You can be that person in your life, and whatever horror that's happening to you, you can make it. But you got to understand that you are not to fall, right? And even if you twist your ankle or whatever have you, you still got one good leg. You better hop. You feel me? So, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, what I'm saying to you is accountability and responsibility. I can't make anybody else do anything other than what they should be doing for themselves. If you come to me and you ask me the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth. But you got to be responsible and accountable for how you receive that truth. Is it your truth? And then sometimes we think it's not our truth because we're on the inside looking out, but somebody's on the outside looking in, and they can tell us what we can't see. Because when we're on the inside, we got tunnel vision. We don't get it. This person told me that there's no way I'm going to stop talking to you, Titan, because you're always doing this. You asked me. You asked me. You asked me. I'm responsible for what I let go from me. I'm accountable for my words. I'm not going to tell you something. You know that song, I think it's Betty Wright. I saw a lady sitting on the street. She called me over and she said to me, my days left here may not be long, so I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. Love is a flower, and it's the sun in the rain. A little bit of pleasure is worth a whole lot of pain. When I tell you, y'all, I've been giving y'all these songs. Y'all go check it out. I think it's No Pain, No Gain. Yes, get it right. Go check it out. Go check it out. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful morning. I have taken that right there, baby. Yes. So we saw what was in the cup and we took a sip out of that. It's accountability and responsibility. I love you. I love you. I love you. Peace and blessings to you. It's Titan in the morning. Now, I will see you with Titan in the morning. Y'all better come on back. Y'all be blessed. Y'all have a great day. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you all next week. Peace and blessings.